Good morning. Well, I have a relatively new 2019 Ford Flex SEL, and the front driver door keyless entry pad is going berserk. It's on all the time, and I find out that it got wet. Someone tried to break in, and you notice how it's kind of broken right here, so there was some damage. I think some water got in, and now I'm going to show you my attempt to replace this keyless entry pad. This is part tools to accomplish this job. A pick tool, a standard Phillips screwdriver, and not a number 10, but a 10mm socket. And so you reach into the handle here, where you grab the door to close it, and try to pry out the part here. Takes a little finagling there, but you can get it in there and pry it away. Part number one, inside here, there's a 10mm socket, and you go in here to undo that. The second area you're going to pry open with your pick tool is this reflector that exposes your Phillips there. There are 6 Phillips around the entire door cover. This is a unique one. This one has a plastic retainer. Keep that in that spot, and then as you go around, you can see a couple under here, a couple under here, and then on this side. Let's remove those 6 Phillips right now. Okay, now we need to remove the cover behind the handle here, and I'll try to hold my camera while I remove this if possible. There we go, and there's another number 10 bolt there. Notice how I've put all my bolts in the order that I took them out and where each one goes, so I can put them back. Once you have all screws and bolts removed, it takes a little bit of finagling to get the door to come up. It has to come out of the lock switch, so that comes up. So you pull it out and up, and then there's a little tab right here that has to come out as well, and you'll see that. And now that we have it separated, but what I want to just guard you against is be sure when you peel back this factory seal, don't rip it. Peel it back really slow so that it doesn't stick to the, see how it's kind of sticking here? You want to be really slow about that so we don't get any residue remaining on the metal, so we can reuse it. I peel it back here, back to a place where I can work and look inside. And inside here, you're going to find the connection to the keypad is up in here. You need to disconnect that. And once that's disconnected, you come here with a plastic pry tool or something to get under the foam sticker underneath, and just bring your device down and gently pry it, and it'll come off. That foam will separate, and we'll need to clean that foam before we reattach. But look how much water's in here already. And down below, you see that connection goes into here where we showed you earlier. And now we're going to need to remove this panel here so that we can slide the keypad over and down through and out and put the new one in. So once you have the old panel disconnected, here's the connection that goes to the car. Here's the connection to the new panel. I'm going to plug this in and just check to see that it works before I do the complete dismantle. Okay, I have the new panel not installed, but connected. I have it just resting on the frame here, and here's the connection. Went in just fine, snapped together, no problem. Here's the keypad. It's hard to see a little bit, but when I plug in my code, it unlocks the door, so it is working. I will now continue with the install. So the next thing we're going to have to do is remove this trim piece right here along the top edge of the door, and it just needs to be pried out very carefully. Go just little by little along the edge here, and it'll begin to pop out. You go all the way down until you remove the whole thing. Wait for the next step. Notice how it is connected here. We're going to go down and just keep prying until we find that it comes up all the way and out. There we go. That's good. Now that we have all pieces removed, taken apart, we have this connected, or took this off of the foam padding here. We're going to notice down inside there is a clip. Now you see that little white clip down in there? That's holding this wire into the door frame. So we're going to have to remove that with a tool or come up from the bottom with your fingers so you can get in there to remove that one clip that's holding that blue wire. We want to get that blue wire disconnected from the frame. So I had to get in with a long screwdriver to pop that out, and it worked. All right, now that we have that disconnected, we can actually slide the whole thing over and pull it right out. So you do not have to put it in from the bottom, you put it in from the top. The old panel's on the bottom, the new panel's on the top here. It looks very good, very similarly made, same meshing. You come down here and we find the same connection to go into that frame body that I needed to pop out. Very well made. I like this. Come down to here and we're looking at identical parts. Okay, I'm holding the panel in my hand. I'm going to raise this up to get down into the door frame, and I'm put it on the outside of the window, not the inside. And I'm going to slide this over. All right. And then we'll just push that down like the original was. Keep pushing down and in, slide it down, bring it over. And before we take any of the plastic or anything off, we're going to make sure that that's down. And before we take any of the plastic or anything off, we're going to make sure that that's down where it should be, set. And then at some point, that little tab is going to go into that little slot, and we're going to remove all the plastic to reveal the adhesive. But we're going to first clean this adhesive. I just want to make sure that it would fit before I do any of the cleaning and everything. It fits fine. It's going to go in. It's going to work. Yeah. And now we can reattach the seal here that we carefully had pulled up, and we just press it back down. Okay. All the way around. Seal that up. We'll put the door back on, and then we will put the frames and everything back in. Stay tuned. More to come. All right, just how we removed it, we're going to put it back. Here's the top outer door seal. It just pushes down, and you see this tab right here? There's a little tab right here that locks into that. We're just going to snug that down. All right, and it snaps right into place. So I had to scrub and rub. It took about a half hour, but I had to use acetone to clean the metal and get the goo off. It's finally all off, and now I'm ready to install. So I'm going to remove the, all right, there we go. So now we have all the sticker off, the cover. All right, we have successfully installed the keyless entry panel, and it works fine. If I lock the door, I can enter my code and it unlocks. I purposely didn't show you my code. All right, good luck.